Hello students, today we are going to talk about chapter number 4, carbon and its compound. This In this video we will completely talk about the syllabus which is up to 2020 and 21. It is a reduced syllabus, so let's discuss about different things which is comes. Now first we will talk about carbon. Right, carbon, the symbol for carbon is C and its atomic number is 6. If we do the electronic configuration, then 2 comes in K cell and 4 comes in L cell. So 2 for its electronic configuration. If we talk about the number of protons, 6 protons, and if we talk about the neutrons, there are 6 neutrons. Right, if we talk about the atomic mass of carbon is 12 U. So in K cells 2 electrons are there, in L cell 4 electron is there. Here also you can see this is the K cell where 2 electron is present, and in L cell there are 4 electron is there. Right, so if it loses 4 electron to complete its octet, then what will happen? It will carry plus 4 charge, C plus 4, and if it gain 4 electron, then it will carry minus 4 charge. But in both the cases the requirement of energy is high. More energy is required to gain the 4 electron or to lose the 4 electron from the carbon. Right, so energy requirement is very high. That is why it is very rare found C plus and C minus 4. Now let's talk about another question, that is, why is carbon so important? The carbon is very much important. There are 3 basic reasons behind it. The first reason is, here you can see, it is the main element present in all living organism, whether it's plant, animals, in all the living organism it is the main element. And second reason is almost all the fuels, whether you talk about the diesel, petrol, near about all the fuel is made up of carbon except hydrogen. That is why I write almost. So, and the third one is other organic substances like carbohydrate, protein, fat, alcohol, vinegar, glucose, they also contain carbon. That is why carbon is very important. Let's talk about the next question. What is the uniqueness in carbon? If we talk about the uniqueness of carbon, there are 3 major points we have to consider. The first one is it can form huge number of compound. Number of compound of carbon atom is greater than the number of compound of all other element. Right, so you can just think about the carbon forming more number of compound than other all elements. Right, so therefore the study of carbon is now done separately, and that is the study of carbon is called organic chemistry, where we deal with the compounds made by the carbon, and it is a separate branch of chemistry. This is the third point you can say. If we talk about the types of bond, right, so in previous video we have seen there are mainly 2 types of bond, ionic bond and covalent bond. Now how does ionic bond form? They are electrostatic forces that exist between ions and opposite. Ionic bond is formed between 2 opposite ions. Say for example sodium plus and chloride minus, they form NaCl. So ionic bond is formed totally between metal and non-metal, the first one. The second point in ionic bond is one atom donate the electron and another atom gain the electron in ionic bond formation. When ionic bond is formed, when one atom donate the electron and another atom is gaining the electron, right? And due to that the electrostatic force is generated and they have been bound with a strong force of attraction, right? Since it is formed with two opposite charges, that is why it is called ionic bond. Now let's talk about the important one in this chapter is covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed when two atoms share their valency electrons, right? Further in this video we will discuss in detail. So when covalent bond is formed, when two atoms share their electron, valency electron, right? Okay, now let's talk about the types of covalent bond. Single covalent bond. What is single covalent bond? When a single pair of electron are shared between two atom. जब एक पेयर ही इलेक्ट्रॉन का शेयर होगा दो एटम के बीच में. से फॉर एग्जांपल फ्लोरीन. फ्लोरीन का एग्जांपल यहाँ पे, क्लोरीन का एग्जांपल, हाइड्रोजन का एग्जांपल have been given. Say here if you think about the fluorine atomic number is 9 to 7. Okay, so 7 electrons are present in the valency cell. So here we can write 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Similarly another fluorine 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So this electron is going to be shared. Okay, in that way what will happen? The fluorine have completed its octet. See, count the number of electrons for this fluorine. 2 4 6 and 2 are here. So how many are there? 8. For this also the 8 will appear, right? And in that way one electron is shared by each of the fluorine. So they have been bounded by F single bond F. So that is why single covalent bond is formed. Similar with the chlorine, with the hydrogen also. Let's talk about the double bond. When double bond is formed, when two pair of electron are shared between two atoms. Say for example oxygen. Oxygen atomic number is 8. The electronic distribution is 2 6. If we talk about outermost cell, 6 electrons are present. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Similar for another oxygen, 2 4 and 6. If these two electrons are shared between two oxygen, then what will happen? It has 2 4 and 4, 8 electrons. It is also having 4 2 4 and 4, 8 electrons. In that way, by sharing the electrons, they complete their octet. Okay, these are the different example. Now talk about triple bond. In triple bond what will happen? 3 pairs of electron are shared between the two atoms. Say for example nitrogen. In the case of nitrogen what will happen? You can see or you can draw the picture. Here you can see the nitrogen atomic number is 7, right? 2 and 5. The 5 is present in valency cell. So just consider nitrogen and nitrogen. 2 electrons are there and 3 electrons are there. 5 electrons. Similarly 3 electrons are there for this nitrogen. 2 electrons are there. So these 3 pairs of electron are shared between the nitrogen. Then what will come? 6 electrons are there. 6 plus 2 8 electrons हो गए है ना इस नाइट्रोजन के. एंड इसकी बात करेंगे तो 6 plus 2 कितने हो गए? 8 electrons. So in this way they complete their octet. So what we have seen the covalent bond. There are 3 types of covalent bond, right? Single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. Let's go further. If we talk about electron dot structure or Lewis dot structure, it is very important type of topic every year the question comes related to this. So what is electron dot structure? What is the importance of this thing? This actually shows or gives us a picture of bonding of molecule in term of shared pair of electron and its octet, right? So electron dot structure is very important, which shows picture of bonding. What type of bonding are there in the molecule and what is its octet, that is shows by electron dot structure. Now if we talk about formation of hydrogen, see the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, and since it has atomic number 1, so one proton and one electron is present. So in the valency electron there is one, in the valency shell there is one valency electron. So each of the hydrogen contain one electron, and if both are shared their electron, then what will happen? They will completed their first cell. That means they have completed or stable uh, electronic configuration. So one electron is shared between two hydrogen. That is why you can see H single bond H is comes, right? If two electrons have been shared between two atoms, then two pair of electron if shared, then what will happen? Double bond will appear. So let's talk about CH4 molecule, how that molecule is formed and what is its electron dot structure. See in CH4 you can see carbon and hydrogen is present. So we will write the atomic number of carbon is 6, electronic distribution is 2 and 4. In the valency shell, we will see there are 4 electrons, atomic number of hydrogen is 1, in the valency shell 1 electron. So what will happen if we look into the carbon, there are 4 electrons present in the valency shell. Okay, and if we talk about hydrogen, there is 1 electron is present in each of the hydrogen, right? Each of the hydrogen having 1 electron. So here in that way what we will do, we will see how that electronic dot structure is formed. This is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen. So each hydrogen have completed its first cell with 2 electron while sharing the electrons with the carbon. And if we talk about carbon, carbon also have shared all 4 electrons of hydrogen and got the stable configuration. In that way this CH4 is formed, right? Here you can see there are 4 hydrogen and all they have shared their electron, and in that way methane molecule is formed. Let's talk about the carbon dioxide molecule. In carbon dioxide molecule, C and oxygen is there. So carbon and oxygen atomic number and valency electrons are written over here, right? So what we will do, we will write the valency electron, like here C and carbon, the valency electron is 4, so 2 are here and 2 are here. And similarly oxygen, the valency electron is 6, 4 electrons are there, 2 electrons are shared for this oxygen and 2 electrons are shared for this oxygen too. In that way carbon is having its 8 electron in its outermost shell, 4 plus 4, and similarly oxygen is also having 8 electrons, right? In that way oxygen double bond carbon double bond oxygen is formed, that is CO2 molecule. Let's talk about H2S molecule. Similar with the CO2 molecule, H2S molecule is also formed. The atomic number of sulfur is 16. Atomic configuration is 286. In the last cell, 6 electrons are present. Here the 6 electron is shown and one hydrogen is there with 1 electron. So hydrogen share the electron with sulfur and form H single bond S single bond H. Let's talk about the allotropes of carbon. So before we talk about the allotropes of carbon, first we have to know about allotropy. Allotropy means when an element exists in two or more different physical state with similar chemical properties, right? जब कोई एलिमेंट एक से ज़्यादा फिजिकल स्टेट में प्रेजेंट होता है लेकिन उसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो चेंज नहीं होती, वो वही रहती है. तो हम इसको कह सकते हैं दे आर कॉल्ड एलोट्रॉप्स, राइट, एंड दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड एलोट्रॉपी। मतलब जब कोई एलिमेंट एक से ज़्यादा फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट है, एक से ज़्यादा फिजिकल स्टेट में प्रेजेंट है, राइट, तो उसको हम एलोट्रॉप्स बोलेंगे और इस प्रॉपर्टी को बोलेंगे एलोट्रॉपी। जैसे कार्बन, कार्बन जो है डायमंड में इज ऑल्सो फॉर्म बाय द कार्बन एंड graphite is also formed by the carbon. So what will happen? They are the allotropes of carbon. There are different types of allotropes of carbon. Here we will discuss about the diamond. In the diamond you will see the carbon is one carbon is surrounded with four other carbon, right, and its geometry is tetrahedral. The geometry of the carbon is tetrahedral, right, that you will study in higher classes. And here if you look into the graphite, graphite is there in the second example, right. In the second example graphite is present, the structure of graphite is hexagonal. You can see 6 corners are there, so hexagonal geometry is there. Okay, and one more important question comes many times in the exam. Though non-metals are poor conductor of heat or electricity, but if you talk about the graphite is conducting the electricity. Why? Because in the geometry, in that geometry of graphite, there are free electrons move over here as electron clouds, right. So they carry the charges, they carry the electric charges, and that is why graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Let's talk about the next one, that is diamond. Diamond, if we talk about diamond, diamond is actually, in the diamond, as I have told you, one carbon is surrounded with the four other carbon, and it is the hardest substance, right, an insulator of and an insulator. It is used for drilling rocks and cutting. It is also used for making jewelry. So this is what the property and uses of diamond. If we talk about the next allotrope, so students, next allotropes of carbon is graphite. Here in the graphite, in each carbon, in the graphite, each carbon is surrounded or bounded by three other carbon. Here you can see, if the structure we consider like this is hexagonal structure. So each carbon is bond with three other carbons, right. इस कार्बन की बात करोगे तो ये 1, 2 और 3 साइड से कार्बन से बॉन्ड होता है, एंड इट इज़ ए गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड यूज्ड एज लुब्रिकेंट. डोंट फॉरगेट दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टीज. So here is the characters and uses of graphite. In the next we will see into versatile nature of carbon. The existence of such a large number of organic compounds is due to the following nature of carbon. Carbon having few of the important nature which make its versatile use. They are catenation, tetravalency. They are the primary nature or primary cause for the versatile nature of carbon, and also isomerism and pollination is there. Pollination. So whenever the question comes about the versatile nature of the carbon, you can write these 4 major points. Okay, 3 and 4. So let's talk about one by one. The catenation property, the self-linking property of an element, mainly carbon atom, through covalent bond to form long, straight, branched and ring of different sizes are called catenation. This property is due to the small size of carbon atom and the great strength of carbon-carbon bond. The carbon-carbon bond is very strong, number 1. Number 2 is the carbon is very small. Why it is small? See, because in carbon there are only two cells. In first cell 2 electrons are there, in next cell 4 electron is there. So it is not a very large atom. The structure of carbon atom is very small, so the size of carbon is very small, and the carbon carbon bond is very strong. Carbon can also form stable multiple bond with itself and with the atom of other element. Here we have example of a straight chain like propane. This is the propane. Its molecular form or molecular formula is C3H8. C3H8, and it is butane. Its molecular formula is C4H10. So first of all we have to write carbon 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 like this: carbon 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 carbon. Okay, and with each carbon we have to make 4 bonds, right? So 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and in each of the bond you can write H H H H H. In that way you will get the structural formula of butane. Otherwise simply you can write it's C4H8 H10, C4H10. Next we look into branched chain. Here you can see this is a methyl group CH3, and this is propane, right? So 2 methyl, since it is on the second position, 2 methyl propane. What here it is showing, the carbon can also form a branched chain. These are the examples. Simply you can nothing to do, write 3 carbon, and from 1 carbon you can branch it and write CH3. This is the formula of methyl, and nothing to write CH3 CH3. Here you can see each carbon is with the 4 bond. So this is how the carbon form the branched chain. Here also you can see this is CH3 and this is CH3 and this is propane. So propane 2 2, since it is in the second position, this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Here also first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, 3 carbon is propane. 2 2 means at the second position 1 methyl is there, second methyl is there, so 2 2 dimethyl propane, its name, that we will discuss in detail in the coming videos. Now it is also form the ring. Here you can see CH2 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 and CH2, और इसको आप सिंगल बॉन्ड से अटैच कर दीजिए. दिस इज साइक्लोहेक्सेन. दिस इज साइक्लोहेक्सेन. यहाँ मैंने इसको कंपोजिट फॉर्म में लिख दिया है. सी, यहाँ देखो एक यूनिट CH2 है, ये CH2 है, सारे यूनिट CH2 हैं, राइट. एंड इन दैट वे इट इज़ फॉर्म साइक्लो, क्योंकि ये साइक्लिक फॉर्म में. इसको सिंपली आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड साइक्लोहेक्सेन. Now the next point is tetravalency nature. Carbon has valency of 4. It is capable of bonding with 4 other elements. Like carbon is having 4 valency, and in each of the 4 bond it can be attached with 4 different group. Here I have named A, B, C, D with same or other heteroatoms with a single covalent bond as well as double और ट्रिपल बॉन्ड. तो ये चारों तरफ से क्या करेगा, सिंगल बॉन्ड के थ्रू भी जुड़ सकता है, या किसी से डबल बॉन्ड, किसी से सिंगल बॉन्ड के थ्रू, किसी से ट्रिपल बॉन्ड के थ्रू भी जुड़ सकता है. हियर देयर आर सम एग्जांपल. क्लोरोईथेन, दिस इज ethane, ethyl, and this is chlorine, so it is called chloroethane. Here also this is OH group. OH मतलब alcohol group and it is ethyl. So it is ethyl alcohol. IUPAC name इसका क्या है? ethanol. Similarly, this is aldehyde group and this is methane, methyl. So it is methyl aldehyde or IUPAC name is ethanol. So let's talk about the another important characteristic which make versatile nature of the carbon is isomerism. This is the third one. Compound having the same molecular formula but different structural formula and property are known as isomer. This phenomena is known as isomerism. Isomerism are different kinds. यहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे structural isomerism की बस. Here you can see this is butane N-butane molecule. Here you can count the number of carbon you will find the number of carbon 4 you will find, and the number of hydrogen you will find 10, right? C4H10, its molecular formula. And if we took one CH3 over here, change its structure, right? So here also you will find there are 4 carbon and 10 hydrogen. You can count. There are 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon. So C4, and hydrogen if you count 3 and 3, 9 and 1, 10. So both the molecular formula is same but structure is different. दोनों का molecular formula तो same है लेकिन structure क्या है? Difference है. तो इसीलिए इसको क्या बोलेंगे? स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमेरिज्म, राइट? सो व्हाट इज आइसोमेरिज्म? व्हेन सेम मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला हैविंग डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर, राइट? डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चरल फॉर्मूला इज कॉल्ड आइसोमेरिज्म एंड दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज शोन बाय द कार्बन. लेट्स हैव फ्यू मोर एग्जांपल. आइसोमर्स ऑफ पेंटेन. तो आइसोमर्स क्या होंगे? जो फार्मूले बन रहे हैं. एक तो है मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला. हेयर वी कैन सी दिस इज द मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला एंड दीज आर आइसोमर्स ऑफ ब्यूटेन. ये ब्यूटेन का फार्मूला है और ये ब्यूटेन के क्या है? फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड आइसोमर्स हैं, राइट? हेयर ऑल्सो वी कैन सी आइसोमर्स ऑफ पेंटेन. पेंटेन का मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला दे रखा है C5H12. इसमें आप देखेंगे पहले तो आपने सिंपल एक नॉर्मल पेंटेन बना दिया, फिर उसमें क्या किया है? एक को ब्रांच कर दिया, एक ब्रांच में ले आए और 4 यहाँ पे हैं, ठीक है? तो क्या हो गया? ये 1 2 3 एंड 4 मिथाइल ब्यूटेन, राइट? तो ये पेंटेन का क्या हो गया? पेंटेन का ये 1 आइसोमर हो गया, ये सेकेंड आइसोमर हो गया. ऐसे ही अगर हम हेक्सेन की बात करेंगे तो ये नॉर्मल हेक्सेन है, ये आइसो हेक्सेन है, या 2 मिथाइल पेंटेन है. इसी तरह से आप देखोगे ये थर्ड वाला देखो इसका, ये 3 मिथाइल पेंटेन है, ये 2 डाई मिथाइल ब्यूटेन है. ये सारे के सारे 1 2 3 एंड 4 ये सारे के सारे आइसोमर्स हैं किसके? हेक्सेन के. इस फार्मूले से आप इतनी वैरायटी में स्ट्रक्चर बना सकते हैं. सो आई होप आइसोमर इज क्लियर नाउ. एंड द लास्ट कैरेक्टर of versatile nature of carbon is polymerization. See what is polymer? Polymer क्या होता है? ये आपने लोअर क्लासेस में पढ़ा हुआ है. When many unit join together are called polymer. तो जब many single unit यानी मोनोमर, जब मोनोमर की बहुत सारी n नंबर में यूनिट्स आपस में कंबाइन होंगे तो क्या बनाएंगे? पॉलीमर को फॉर्म करेंगे. से फॉर एग्जांपल स्टार्च. स्टार्च इज़ ए पॉलीमर ऑफ ग्लूकोज. ग्लूकोज का जो पॉलीमर है वो क्या है? स्टार्च है. n नंबर में ग्लूकोज जब यूनिट जुड़ते हैं तब स्टार्च को फॉर्म करते हैं. ओके, सो सिंगल यूनिट इज़ कॉल्ड मोनोमर एंड मैनी यूनिट्स इज़ कॉल्ड पॉलीमर. ओके,